Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing Leeroy 1 from VulnHub. I rate this box about a solid intermediate. Overall, pretty good box, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so to get started, I'm actually going to be opening my terminal here. Let me just split my terminals. Let me zoom in. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start by doing is net discover -r 10.0.0.1 -24. You can put .0 at the end to scan all your hosts, but that just tells NetDiscover to scan your whole network, right? So here we do have a VMware S10.0.0.150. So I'm going to run an mmap scan on here. I'll do -SC, -SV. We'll scan all ports on that machine, and we'll press enter on that. So I'm going to do a quick banner grab so I don't have to wait for the scan to be done. So I'm just going to, we do know port 80 is open for HTTP. Here we just do get a picture of Leeroy. If I do Control U to check the source code, we do get Leeroy.jpg, right? Since we do have a server on here, I'm gonna run a GoBuster dir mode -u HTTP -w. I'll do user share word list dirbuster directory list 2.2 medium.txt. I'll specify extensions as HTML, PHP. I can type, and also txt, xt. There you go. So I just specify the extensions. We do have images. I'm pretty sure the images is just this image right here. We also do have index.html, right? We did check the source code already, so we don't have to worry about that. So now I just worry about the we just need to worry about our mmap scan being done. Alright, so our mmap scan is done. We do have port 22 for SSH. We do have port 80, which we just visited right now for Leeroy. We do have our port 8080. So let's try to visit port 8080. While that's loading, we do have port 13380 for Open SSL. Just seemed like it is a server running on there too, so which was port 1337. There you go. Okay, so it does seem like our everything was loaded. We do have a Jenkins. This is running Jenkins, so we can actually just view the source code for anything interesting. It doesn't seem like anything interesting. We can just we do know that it's telling us to view the admin and password, or type in our admin password. So we do have this running on a different port, Leeroy.htb. If you're asking how I got that, if I just /cat/etc host, you do see that I put in Leeroy.htb, right? So since this is running WordPress, I can just do cd. We'll cd into our documents. That's where I have my WordPress scanner. So OPS scan. I believe this is running Ruby. So so here we do have Ruby WordPress scan.u or URL, right? So we're actually going to specify our website with that port. You can press enter. And we can just let this load real quick, right? So we do have a, we do know that this is running WordPress. If we do click login, this should take us to WP login, which we do have right there. Just to check for anything interesting. I also like scanning the WordPress. We can scan this WordPress site, which we do have WP includes, we also have WP admin for the login, right? So so now that we do have that right there, we do know this is running Jenkins. Let's view our scan over here. So we do know that we have these plugins, right, found for WordPress. There's probably two things that we can do. First, we can actually just brute force it using rockU.txt, or we can actually look for one of the vulnerabilities that we have in sprites, WP with sprites, right, or sprits. So if we do visit our WP with sprites exploit, we're actually going to be exploiting a local file inclusion. Alright, so if we do look down here, you do see that we have a local file inclusion with that's going to access our /etc password. So here we can actually just we have to do this on a WordPress, since this is part of WordPress. If we do Control U, well, actually you'll first get this all this, but if you want it more organized, you can do Control U, and now we do view our /etc file, right? So here, instead of accessing just /etc, we can access our /home, and we do know that we have a username Leeroy because of the box, and we also do have a username Jenkins, right? So what if we can view our /bash_history? Here, if we do view our .bash_history, you do see that we have a this user, or I would say Leeroy, echoed a password to our admin password, right? So let's see if we can copy this. I'm gonna put this in our text editor for password, and we probably do have a username. So here we can just access admin, press enter. I believe that should work. Alright, so now actually just the box before was not working. So I'm probably gonna cut out like a little bit before the video, so you guys don't see me importing the box, but I just imported a new box. Just from VulnHub, WA file. But once I do that, I'm just gonna go to Leeroy. It was actually on port 8080 for Jenkins. It should work now. So now we do have a password or a username called admin, and then we do have our password under here. And I'm not sure why it's not working. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now once we finally logged in after like 10 minutes, but we can go to manage Jenkins. If you do go over here, if you go to scripts, script console, right here it does let you execute Groovy script, right? Which you can see right there. So first things first, we actually want to test out for some code execution, right? To test for some code execution, we can just do a little bit of programming here and actually type in cmd equals, we're going to type in the command that we want. We're just going to do who am I, right? Just to test for simple code execution. I'm going to print out the line, and we're going to print out cmd.execute. And then we're going to print out the text from there, right? So now if we do press run, we do see that we have code execution, right? We can type in Jenkins, or we do know that we are Jenkins running the who am I command, right? If I do ls, you do see that we get code execution, so we know that we have all the files right here, right? So if we do know that this is running, this is going to execute Groovy script code, so we can just do Groovy reverse. We'll just do reverse shell. I probably didn't spell that right, but we can go here and we can just copy this right here, right? Okay, so like most of the times, Groovy, or not Groovy, Jenkins is usually run on a Windows server, so that's why it does have cmd.exe. But since this is running Linux, we're just gonna run this in bin bash, right? Bin bash, and we can specify the port on 4444. And for the local, so I'm just going to type in my IP address 10.0.023. And for that to work, I actually need to specify my listener. So for that to happen, I'm just going to clear this CD. I'll just CD back. I'll use all rat netcat minus LNVP on 4444. So now we can click run. And you do see that we do have a connection, right? So if I do ID, you see that we are Jenkins now, right? So next I'm going to CD into my VulnHub because we are going to need a couple of tools for this. So if we go to VulnHub, Leeroy, I already do have a couple of files here from the previous, from doing this box. So the one we're going to focus on is actually password decoder. So I think this ran in Python 3, I believe. Let's go to there you go. So these files, you can actually find them under if you search them up. We'll type in GitHub. Yeah, so here if you go here, we can actually specify our we do have a decodejenkins.py, which should be run in Python 2. So here, for this to work, we actually need to find the master key, the hudson.utli.secret file, and this can all be found in the root directory, right? For example, this is not found in the root directory, so if we do click, if we just type in cd, here, let me export the term real quick. So if we do alice minus la, if you do see that we have a, if you go to secrets, you do see that we have master.key and hudson.util.secret, right? Which were specified right here and right here. And we also needed to find a hash, right? This hash can be was founded under the, here, let me open a TTY shell real quick. So I think it was found in an Excel file, I think, or I'm not sure. I need to check real quick. So let me just spawn a TTY. So now we can clear this. So this was found under XML file, right? So if we do copy, we just cat this out. This is the hash that we're going to need, right? So we're actually going to need to copy this hash, and you know this is the hash because it starts with A, Q, A, B, B, A, A, right? So we're just going to copy this, and we're going to put that in our text editor, right? We'll just type in hash, and this is going to give us a password to privilege escalate to our other user, right? I believe that other user was Leeroy, and we're under Jenkins right now. So since we do have that, I already did transfer all the keys. You can just start a simple Python server on here, and then use wget to transfer on your machine. So we do have decode Jenkins, so we're going to just do Python decode Jenkins.py. Here we actually do need to specify master key, so we're going to do -m for master key and -s for Hudson UTL or UTIL, and then -a for the hash. So for the hash, we do have it right here. And this should give us the password for Leeroy. So we press enter, and you do see that we get a password as EW and all this right here. So here if we do switch users to, oh, is it Leeroy? Leeroy? Yeah, if you do switch users to Leeroy, we are Leeroy at Leeroy, right? So we can do alice minus LA. Just do pwd. We are under home, so we can do cat our user.txt flag. And there is our first flag, right? So next, since we do have a password on here, we can run a sudo mysl, right? Right here it just shows that we can run Jenkins installer. So let's try to go to user, We do alice -la. This is being ran by root and Jenkins installer, right? Since this is running sudo, right? If we do cat this out, you do see that this is running HTTPS. So we're gonna have to start a Apache 2 web server that's running HTTPS, right? If this was HTTP, we can just start an Apache server and edit the configurations, right, to get our /etc password, right? Because we're going to be replacing the /etc password to privilege escalate, right, to root. So we do have that right there, and we did find our password, right? So since we do have that, I'm actually going to go under, I believe it's /etc/ Apache 2. I believe this is under sites available, I think. Let me try to VI into default. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so here you can actually specify the document root. So I actually put mine under VulnHub. I did try putting mine under this directory, or under this directory, but it doesn't seem to work, so I just put it under the /opt. You're going to need to change the document root. Also add your SSL certificate to /etc SSL cert server.crt, and also the same thing for this right here, right? So here we also need to add our directory for opt VulnHub Debian stable binary. This is what when this is ran from sudo, it's going to go to our Debian stable, but also add your directory index as disabled, and require you're going to require all the granted, right? And for options, we're going to add plus indexes. And one thing to notice, if you go to std, I think it was, let me X out of this shell. If you go to cat hosts, you will see that we do have we don't have a persistent shell, right? So to this, well, like for this to access us, we actually need to enter our IP into the host, right? So right now I'm actually going to be making a adding it under the IP6 routers. So I'm just going to add a space in between before I add my IP address, and we're going to add this to host. So now we can cat into host. Oh crap, I think we messed up. So here, let me, I think we'll be fine. I don't think we need anything of that anyways. Let me just add, I accidentally overwrite the whole file. Let me just let me write the whole file one more time. Cat into hosts. And let me echo this one more time. I'm actually going to add a space in between right here. We have that. Add a space in between right there. And now we can echo this out right here on the screen. So now we can cat into hosts. Let me just clear this. I don't know why I did Alice. And we do see that we have that. So now we're actually going to add another space in between, and we're going to add our IP address. So our IP address is 10.0.023. Actually, I need to do sudo -l. We do have the password here, or it was actually not that password. It was or what the? Oh, this is for Leeroy actually. Let me cat this out one more time. Seems about right. We actually need to copy this right here. I'll just put this on. I'll just put this in my text editor so I can go back to this later. Okay, so now we're gonna X out of that. Yeah, we can cat cd into or cat our hosts. If you go to pwd, we are under var lib and Jenkins. Since we do already have a space here, I'm actually going to be adding. I'm just going to echo this out. So we're going to add my IP address 10.0.023. And if you don't know what a tab is like 8 spaces, right? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to add our was it that? No, it wasn't that. It was. Oh, I totally forgot. It was we're not trying to get our files, so we're actually going to need a messed this up pretty bad. Let me start a new connection and so let me switch users to Leeroy. And well, actually, I really do have it here, I think. It was right here. I could have just got it from here. I'm so dumb. It was package.jenkins.io. So actually, we don't even need to switch to. We can just stay here actually. So we can cat into your hosts. CD and then cat into our hosts. So now I'm gonna echo 10.0.023, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can not overwrite this, but put it over the next line, right? Into host, right? So now we can cat into hosts. And you do see that we have this right here, right? I'm only using echo because we don't have a persistent connection or terminal. So we're just running this in a TTY, right? So since we have that now, that's all you're going to need for this. So you're just going to need this to input that into there here, and also put this under the directory that you have that we're going to have running, right? So I'm just going to quit this. So I was under opt/VulnHub. We do have Debian stable and also binary, right? We do have Jenkins 2.223.all.deb. And for here, I'm actually going to remove our Jenkins.all/deb. So I'm going to cd so here I'm actually going to touch a password file, and here I'm going to vim into password. Or /etc password, my bad. And we're just going to be copying all this, right? Because we're going to be replacing the /etc. So here, we can go into interactive mode. Right here, we're actually going to just do testing. And we're going to add a directory here. So in between here, our password is going to go here. So we're going to do 0:0. And I believe we can do root :/root bin / Alright, sorry about that. I actually had a phone call I had to make, that I had to have. So here, if we do go look on Firefox, I think it's mk make password, I believe, which is SHA-512, or which is SHA-512. Yeah, here we go. So here, I'm just gonna copy that into there. I'll just type in password as our password, and it's gonna give us our hash. So here in between the testing, I'm just going to be copying this right here. So now I'm just going to right quit at that. So now we can just do cat password, and we'll grep out the testing just to make sure our hash is there, right? And we are running this as wait, it does seem right? Why did it? No, wait, it deleted it. Okay, so slash root slash bin slash bash. Okay, so now we do have our hash there, right? I'm not sure why it didn't save our bin bash, but now we do have that, right? So so we're gonna clear out of this. So now I'm just gonna cat our password to a different file name. So if you did look over here, if we switch users to Leeroy, which was, where was the password? The password was this was the password. If we do sudo -l, type in the password again. Let me just cat this out. You do see that it was getting the file name as Jenkins right here. So we're gonna cat this out over here. And also in the configuration in the file for slash, let me go to /etc apache 2. Let me zoom in real quick. So we do alice -la sites. So under here, it was actually going to access our VulnHub Debian stable binary. So here we're actually going to be moving our Jenkins to /opt VulnHub Debian stable, and we also have a binary, right? So we're going to move that into there. So now we can cd into now if we cat our Jenkins dot, and now if we cat our Jenkins.2, you do see that we have our testing right here, right? And that's the file it's gonna be, that's gonna wget. So from here, if we do visit our HTTPS, so we do HTTPS localhost. From here we can, well actually before you actually need to start your systems, or you need to start your Apache server, so you can do system, was it system CTL? Yeah, system CTL, and we can go to status, start, or no, system, wrong command, Apache 2. So right now it's not available, so now we can just do start, and now we can check the status, and it does seem to be running. So from here we're actually going to HTTPS localhost slash, so if you just ask for the PWD for current working directory, we're going to go under VulnHub stable binary, or Debian stable binary, and then slash Jenkins.jpg, or deb. It shows that we don't have permission for some reason. I think it should still work. Oh, right here, it's like right there. Binary Jenkins. I think we have to start OT en mod SSL. So let me go to advanced, like add exception, confirm security. I do have the file under there, not sure why it's not working. So here, let's try to just run it and see what happens. It should work. etc password. So we do no. It did get our /etc password. I think it actually worked. So if we do visit our /etc, we should see our testing. So now we can cat our /etc/password. And it did work actually, so now we do have testing under there. So now we can do switch users to testing. We can go password. Now we do ID. Now we're root, so now we can do cd into root, cat root.txt. And there's our flag, right? So we can do who am I. And that's pretty much it. Well guys, that's pretty much in the video. I rate this box about a solid intermediate. Overall pretty good box, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.